Hello everybody, Final Miner back for another episode of our Let's Play. And the last time around, we, first of all, we completed our, wow, that's kind of flickering a bit. We completed our dark steel upgrades, for now. So we've got night vision, which, by the way, I should probably set the hotkey for that. I'll do that in a second. We've got night vision, we've got jumping, and we've got step assist. Oh yeah, and we have flippers too, which will be great if for some strange reason we ever decide to attack another ocean monument. I can't imagine ever doing that, but it could happen. So, tell you what, it's nighttime. I'm going to go ahead and set the key for night vision, and we'll try it out. Back in a second. Okay, let's go give it a try here. I set mine to the hotkey V. Oh, look at that. Just look at how much easier it is to see what's up at the crest of the hills. Right, like this, no way I'll see it. Like that, oh yeah. And not to mention the effect it has on water. You probably can't see anything at all, and now you can see pretty well. Yeah. One of the things I like about the multiple jump is that it actually works underwater. So I can touch down at the bottom here to reset my jumps and then get up to the surface really quickly. And I really like that. I guess if there's anything at all bad about night vision is that it can cause you to lose track of whether it's day or not, and so you may end up working around outside even though it's nighttime and attract some creepers or something. Wow, we didn't get a ender lily that time. I thought for sure we would. Okay, so last episode we went scouting around and we found a whole bunch of places that we would be able to dig up resources with the excavator. Let's see if we can toggle some of those on here. We found a nickel chunk, at least a couple pyrite, bauxite, magnetite, a lot of oil. There were several oil chunks. Another pyrite, magnetite, and I'll tell you what's in these here in just a second. Okay, so we've got, what is it, 5, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, 5 mineral chunks over to the west. No, I'm just clicking and dragging. There. Over to the east, just outside of the base, there's another magnetite. There's a, I have no idea. Oh, that's got to be that, what's it called? That other one, the cassiterite. And then there's another magnetite one. Probably, oh, and there's a nickel one here. Probably I won't do these two, unless we have to, just because it'll kind of tear the base up to put a giant excavator here. And I don't really feel like sticking it in the sky or underground. So, we'll see. But here's what's in them. The cassiterite, whatever. Cassiterite, that's tin. That's a 100% tin deposit. So if we ever decide we need massive amounts of tin, right there. That's where we'll go. Magnetite, we found one of those here and also over here. Yeah, magnetite is 85% iron. Awesome, because everything takes iron to craft. We need tons of it. There's another magnetite chunk there. 85% iron and 15% gold. So that actually sounds like a really good one for us to set up on first, because we're going to need massive amounts of iron to do all of our builds. And that's Yeah, that's more or less what we found. The pyrite is possibly the least useful one, not counting water, right? Water, not that useful. The pyrite is half iron and half sulfur. Sulfur. Yeah, there's a limited number of things that we can actually use sulfur to make. Flux capacitor, gunpowder, which theoretically could be good, and pyrotheum dust. So, yeah, I believe there's a thermal expansion dynamo that can use gunpowder as one of the reactants. I think it's the reactant dynamo. So theoretically we could use this as a power source, but I don't know. If we ever needed lots and lots of pyrotheum dust, again, that might be a good way to get it. But for the iron, I mean, we might as well go for 85% iron and also pick up some gold while we're at it. Excuse me, hiccups. Okay, so here's the sticking point here. The excavator requires 4,096 flux per tick in order to operate, and it's not like you can give it half that to make it run at half speed. From what I remember, it's got to be at 100%. If you're not feeding it that much, it's just not going to run. So I think the amount that we're producing right now, wrong way. Come on, final. I think the amount that we're producing right now is 800. 800. Let's see. Each of these should be producing 200. Yep. So we're making 800 a tick right now. We need more than 5 times that much. So how in the world are we going to do that? Well, it just so happens that in immersive engineering, there's a generator that produces 4,096 RF per tick. Almost like it was planned that way, huh? Yeah, the big multi-block diesel generator will produce exactly the amount of power that we need. So what does the diesel generator run on? Well, it can run on biodiesel, which you can get from farming plants, a couple of kinds of plants, and then running them into a couple of big multi-blocks, and then finally a third multi-block to refine the fluids of the other two, and you'll get biodiesel. The thing is, a bucket of biodiesel lasts about 3 seconds. Yes, 3 seconds. Not very long at all. So that's, I don't know. I'm kind of discouraged from even thinking about going that way. I've done it before in 1710, and it just kind of felt like I could never keep up. It felt like I had to have massive farms to keep up with that, and that's just for one of them. Forget about powering our base or running 2 excavators. So yeah, that's one way to do it. Immersive petroleum gives us oil to pump up and to refine, and that fuel can burn in those diesel generators. I'm not quite sure how they balanced it, so let's take a look how they balanced it. Wonder if, aha, yes. Distillation tower. Somewhere in here it will tell us about the energy value. Black gold. Oh, fluid reservoirs. Okay. Don't see it there. Alright, I'm going to cut here, and when I find it, I'll come back and we'll actually finish talking about it. Okay, so it doesn't look like the book tells us exactly how much power we'll get. This does give us a kind of a ratio of how much diesel we can get from, how much oil we're going to process. That's not exactly an answer though. So it may be running at the same rate as biodiesel. That's very possible. Very, very possible. But in order to get to, here we go. In order to get to the point that we can actually refine oil, we're going to need a distillation tower, which is tall. Very, very, very tall. Let's see here. 55 steel scaffold. The fluid pipes, not too bad. Steel scaffold, really, even that's not that bad, really. The heavy engineering blocks, The iron sheet metal, I think one piece of sheet metal costs 1 ingot. So we're looking at, maybe a couple of stacks of iron and steel. So that's not horrible. It is horrible considering that we're not going to be able to do all the refining with just this. We're going to need pump jacks. We're going to need a way to transport it and all that. Yeah. So I think this is something I've actually been considering for quite a few episodes, and that is, how are we going to bootstrap into this point? And I think what we're going to do next is, you know what, let's just go ahead and do it. I was going to say we're going to experiment. Well, let's just experiment. We can experiment on camera, can't we? Lasers. A frickin' laser. Okay, give me a garden clock. 2 treated wood, iron component, glass, and a lantern. Do we have any lanterns left? We have 1. We have a single lantern. Let's see. It wasn't glass panes, was it? It was full glass. That's a steel component. 4, 1. Okay, let's see, and 2 of you. Alright. Can I make everything now? Yes. Excellent. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to see what happens if we grow the materials that we're going to need for biodiesel and garden clocks. Is that going to be enough? Is that going to get us to where we need to be to actually, gain enough power? So, originally in this room I was thinking we would do something like that, or in this case, put it like that, and we would just have rows, horizontal rows like this. Now I'm thinking maybe I'll just stick it on the side here, simply because we're not going to have that many of these down here. We're just not. These guys have all stopped because they've maxed out. If we start using potatoes, which we might, then that might be a good reason to do more, but for now we'll see. Okay, so we need dirt. Do we have dirt here? I'm still kind of getting used to having the boots on. Okay, hemp seeds, dirt. Excuse me. We're also going to need some pipes so we can get water in there. Am I just derping, or did we run out of pipes? Or both? It could be both. I could be derping and we have no pipes. Well, it won't hurt to make more. It'll hurt my hammer, but wow, interesting. Never knew you could stick a chest inside of a wall that way. But yeah, it'll hurt my hammer to do this, but otherwise it won't hurt. Pipes. 8 should be enough. So we'll just run that water back in the wall, like we've done with all the others. Just like this. Yeah, I'm really starting to wonder if 8 is enough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. I guess it was enough. We have an aqueous accumulator back there, in case you've forgotten the way it was set up. So, yeah, at some point it's not going to be enough. It won't be able to keep up with demand. What in the world? What are you doing? What in the world? Go ahead and cover these with scaffold. And get some stone in here. So, pipe. Yes. No. Yes. No, yes. Like that. That. Looking good. Looking good. And that's how we did it. And all the rest of them. Okay, it's getting water. That's the main thing we care about at this point. Let's see. Power. Excellent. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cut the corner here. I kind of like for things to be nice and even, but in the corner, meh, it's okay. Oh, and let's go grab a drawer for that too. You know what? We're going to need a split drawer, like a the kind of drawer that accepts 2 different items, because we're going to have at least 2 outputs. A minimum of 2 outputs, and one of those is going to need to be able to void stuff, because if there's anything, I guess you could say, completely unbalanced in immersive engineering, it's the fact that this hemp stuff, you never need string again once you get this stuff. I mean, it's just, if you're growing any hemp, you're just overloaded with string. It's just everywhere. So yeah. How beautiful. Yes, yes. Now this is kind of interesting because it's growing from scratch. However, if you grow it outside, it actually doesn't go back to stage 1. It goes up to stage, like, right before that one. Because the plant is 2 blocks tall, when it becomes mature, the block above it will grow, kind of like a sugar cane or a cactus. But when you harvest it, it just goes back by 1 stage. So you can actually, you can end up with lots of seeds really quickly if all you do is break the top part off. I don't know if that's any faster than this though, because this is giving us, you know, quite a good bit. Let's go ahead and upgrade this to, what do you say we go ahead and give it more storage for now? And then we also allow it to void stuff. So, storage. We're going to need some of these sticks around a drawer. Okay. 2 times base value. We can probably go ahead and go straight to a gold. I mean, you really don't lose much. So go ahead and go straight to gold, and then we'll give it the, where's the voiding upgrade? There. 2 obsidian, and a bunch of sticks. So we need a lot of sticks. Not quite sure how many. We need a couple of obsidian, wherever I hid that stuff. Where did I hide that stuff? That'll count. I think it was 4. Yeah. And I don't think we need glass or anything. That looks like most of it. We just need some drawers. Basic drawers, 2x2. Those seem like the ones we're least likely to use. Okay, upgrade. Give me sticks. Upgrade. I want 2. We need more sticks. Go ahead and make a whole bunch of sticks. There we are. You can never have too many sticks until you've got way too many sticks, and then at that point you have too many sticks. Am I right? Am I right? Okay. Nonsense. Complete nonsense. See, I have too many sticks. What am I going to do with all those sticks? So let's go ahead and, doing well, go ahead and upgrade there, and upgrade there. So what's our capacity? I don't think it wants to tell us our capacity. It refuses. Increases to 5 times base value. If I remember, these have a 16 stack base value. So that would be 16 times 5 is 80. Yeah, so about 80 stacks. 80 stacks of infinite string, and then 80 stacks of seeds. If we're doing a good job, we're probably going to be using up all of these seeds. And we don't really have to worry about voiding them. Okay, enough of you. Enough. No oil processing yet. Power, wires, generator, diesel generator, biodiesel. Why did you just bring me back here? That's where I was a second ago. Biodiesel. That's not cool. Let's see. Come on, you. Come on, book. Be useful. Very weird. I'm going to look for it for a second. I'll come right back as soon as I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so it's JEI to the rescue. One of the components that we need to make the biodiesel is seed oil, or plant oil. Let me try that again. One of the components we need is plant oil. And there are 3 different vanilla seeds that will provide it. They provide 80 millibuckets, 80 millibuckets, or you can use the industrial hemp that we're growing and get 120. So that's 50% more. Does that seem like a good idea? Yeah, I think it's a good idea. So let's go with that. So that's the plant oil. And here's ethanol. What do we need to get ethanol? Sugar canes, melons, or potatoes or apples. So let's see, which one gives us the most? 80, 80, 80, and 80. So the question is, which one can we get the most of? What can we get the most of the most quickly? Each time a sugar cane grows, you get 1 sugar cane, right? Each time a watermelon grows, you get several pieces of melon, but they take a little longer. So, who knows? Apples? I can't think of a really good way to get apples quickly, except maybe some forestry trees. And then potatoes. Whenever you harvest potatoes, you'll get, 1 to 3, I think, or maybe 1 to 4 of them. So let's set up another garden clock and let's see how quickly we can produce a watermelon. Oh, actually, do we even have melon seeds? Oh, good. Oh, thank goodness. Ah, thank goodness. So let's go for another garden clock. Yeah, plates and glass panes. These are actually really good looking blocks, in my opinion. They're just a little bit of a pain to make. Get it? a pain to make? Oh. Oh no. Let's see. And then we're also going to need iron components after that. So let's go ahead and get 8 and a piece of copper. So let's see. Make you. Oh, it's only 1 per. That's too bad. Give me another one since I derped. Give me. Oh yeah, plates. Oh, plates. Is it just the... Yeah, it is. Okay. Good. Can we combine you? Really? I can't combine... Okay. Fine, I didn't want to combine you anyway. You're crazy. You think I wanted to combine you? So there's 6 of those. And then for the clock we need... Yeah. Let's just go ahead and make a pair of these. So let's see. 4 of those. 4 of those. And yes, 2. Alright. Probably need a couple of those. So let's make this easy for ourselves. Wow. Did I just... Oh, I did. Oh, I'm running out of wood. Oh. Oh. Let's go ahead and make a split drawer here, like a 2-item drawer. And that would be 2 chests filled in with planks. Do I have chests? I have exactly 2 chests. So we're going to need 7 wood? Yes. Give me a spruce. Spruce. There we go. Yes. Yes. Spruce basic drawer. 1 by 2. Oh, we're going to need pipes. Oh, yeah. Don't forget the pipes. So, yeah, this thing is... The undergarden is expanding way faster than I ever thought it would. So, maybe that's something for me to think about. Maybe I should put some time into it. Make it look nicer. Still can't combine those. Wow. Okay. So, we can put one like this, and that'll hook into the water. Put this here, and a laser wrench. Yes, excellent. Oh wait, I don't want to do it that way. Oh, I don't want to. Oh. Oh. Okay. The reason why is because I want these guys to share their basic drawer. That's the reason why. Every day I'm derping. Every single day. Okay, so here's what we want to compare. Does a watermelon give us more slices of melon than a potato will give us potato? Whichever one grows faster, that's going to be our answer, right? That's going to be our ethanol solution. Alright. I'm so coal poor, I'm actually going to go ahead and mine this up right now. So I'll just do that off camera and then I'll get back to building. Back in a sec. Okay, just like nothing ever happened, right? Yeah, don't laugh at me for being poor. Just because I'm coal poor. You know, like the lamest thing you can ever do is make fun of somebody for being poor. Poor people have enough going on. Don't make fun of poor people. Let's see, that's already maxed out on water. These guys are slowly but surely increasing. I don't think anybody's running out of water yet. These things really don't use that much up. So that's good. Excellent. So let's see. We are completely ready, right? So I'm going to power them both at the same time here. And go. So we'll see how this goes. Interesting. Oh, it's growing a whole melon at once. Oh, interesting. Wow, it's already got 2. And how much comes out of one melon? How much? What in the world was that? 5 on this one. I know it's slightly random, but 5, that's really impressive. And there's only 10 potatoes in there. So it looks like, wow, I want to say it's already obviously going to be melon, but we'll let it run for a little while and see what it does. In the meantime, we're going to have to figure out where to put our new multi-blocks. I love that sound. Not quite as much as the laser, but I love it. So let's see here. Hello, Mr. Zombie. We're kind of running out of places to easily put buildings close to the main building, which means we could dig a basement, like maybe down under here, which would be really convenient. But I don't really like doing that too much. I don't like just digging basements everywhere. It's I don't know. It's a little too easy. It's a little bit too much of a kind of a cop-out answer, if you will. So let's consider this. We're going to want all of our squeezers and our refinery to be in the same place. Hello, Enderman. Yeah, I'm looking at you. What? You think I'm not looking at you? We're going to want all 3 of these new multi-blocks to be in the same place, and it's going to produce fuel for us. So the question is, what's a good convenient place for us to pick up our fuel when we're finished? And I think that answer could be right here, because there's going to be, in the future, there's going to be probably some rail coming through here. We've already got our airship coming here. It doesn't really need fuel per se, but all along I've been kind of excuse me, I've been kind of envisioning this to be the transportation end of the base. So yeah, so maybe that's what we do. But then the question is, how do we get the seeds and stuff over here that we need? Right? That'll make things more complicated. Tell you what, how about we do all the refining over here? It'll be easier to do all the refining here and then just pipe the there we go. Still no Enderman head. Man. We'll do all the refining over here, and then we'll do the we'll pipe the fuel wherever it needs to go. Just, you know, wherever it needs to go, send it by pipe. That'll be a lot easier than transporting two different kinds of seeds or different liquids or something. One pipe. That should do it. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to need a squeezer. We already have a squeezer. However, that one's being used over in our, I've kind of started calling it the slag yard, over where we're growing our coal coke, where we're producing our coal coke in here. And I don't really want to start putting seeds and stuff in there because it might get jammed up, and yeah, you know, I want a dedicated squeezer. So we're going to need a squeezer. We're going to need a guy that can swing a sword decently. Oh, that's not me. Squirrels everywhere. Squirrels here. Creeper squirrels. Everywhere I go, squirrels. We're going to need a squeezer. We're going to need a... Is it a fermenter? Is that what produces ethanol? Hold on just a second. Get rid of all these pests so I can think clearly. Okay. And then on top of whatever the second machine is, we're going to need a refinery to refine biodiesel. So let's see here. Biodiesel. Biodiesel. Ethanol. Ethanol is made in an industrial fermenter. Okay, so I was correct about that. Let's see if there's another way to make it. Because I know forestry has something like that. Ethanol. I doubt that they are or dictionaried together. I strongly doubt that. Yeah. Okay. So how about this? I wonder if our projector can project more than one multi-block at a time. Probably not. The answer is no, I don't think so. But we'll see. Let's give it a shot. Actually, that tool has become a lot more useful than I had expected. I expected it would be kind of, okay, you know, kind of an interesting thing. But actually, I think it's become a huge time saver. The only thing I've really ever disliked about immersive engineering is that building multi-blocks can be a bit of a pain, and they can be kind of hard to troubleshoot. So let's see, let's go with the squeezer first. Craft these together. Go to the squeezer. It gave me the squeezer multi-block, right? Yeah. Kind of hard to see where you're going with a giant multi-block in front of you. Tell you what, because I have an idea of how big this is going to be. It's probably going to end up stretching up close to the power plant. Anyway, for now, if I remember, it's middle click to rotate, yes, and shift middle click to mirror. Let's just go like this for now, right there. Wait, right click, right there. Now what happens if I try to pick up another multi-block? Fermenter. Yes, yes. I'm almost 100% sure it gets replaced. Yeah, it looks like it gets replaced. That's actually fine. Whether you do the fermenter or the squeezer first is no biggie. So I would say that these pipes are probably the fluid output, and I'm going to want those to go to the center. So let's say, let's start it right here. A little bit more away from the river, I think, is a good idea. Okay, let's actually get started building. Steel scaffold, redstone engineering block, light engineering block, cauldron, and iron sheet metal. Those are all pretty doable. They don't take a whole lot to produce. Sheet metal. Do we already have some iron sheet metal? We have steel sheet metal. That's what it was. So let's just grab a whole bunch of copper and... Hold on. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to empty my inventory.